beautiful daughter. Hi, Ma. I'm so happy to see you. But you look troubled. Shh, shh. My sweet girl. You'll be okay. What is it, baby? Why am I different? What does the Great Mother want from me? Who was my father? Oh, my God.
Well, hello, my name is Talan Godfrey, and I'm a real gang stalker victim. I don't really have my appropriate little scarf that I usually wear, so I'm going to put the little hoodie on. So we're going to get a timestamp. So right now, I'm getting ready to go to this place to put some videos on YouTube because my internet is so slow. My internet is to a crawl. There's something wrong with it, and somebody needs to come and fix it. But yeah, I just ran into this video and I'm asking myself, who's the chosen one in this situation? Who is the chosen one in this situation? See, you keep listening to these freaking losers talk mixing gang stalking with the chosen one, mixing gang stalking and religion, mixing gang stalking and spirituality, mixing gang stalking with the supernatural and paranormal, talking about gang stalking and karma, and talking about gang stalking and the matrix. None of that shit is real. Now, you can be religious and you can be spiritual. I don't have a problem. But my problem is when you had these fake gang stalking victims mixing aspect of spirituality and religion and mixing it with gang stalking. No, that's not even real. And these people are trying to get you in trouble. What they'll do is they'll do limited, it's all a psychological operation campaign, but what they'll do is they do a limited hangout or partial disclosure. I think it's a limited hangout. They'll say a little tiny truth about gang stalking and then cover that with a whole bunch of bullshit. Because what these people are trying to do is the people who are mixing gang stalking and spirituality, gang stalking and religion, you're going to see that most of these people have a cash out. Well, if this is a harassment, if gang stalking is a harassment campaign, and gang stalking is a harassment campaign, gang stalkers are hitting you with direct energy weapons and mind control technology. These people mixing gang stalking as chosen one, mixing gang stalking religion, mixing gang stalking spirituality, they know that you, the audience, you, the viewer, will not give them money if you realize this gang stalking is a highly illegal, unconstitutional violation of human rights harassment campaign and you being hit with direct energy weapons and mind control technology. You're not going to give these chosen ones any money. What you're going to do is start investing in ways to block these direct energy weapons and these mind control technologies. You are going to invest in cameras to record the people who are going to be gang stalking you, record the people who are going to be harassing you. You're not going to give these spiritual people, these chosen ones, any money. If they talk about gang stalking in a real legal and scientific sense, real legal and scientific view, you're not going to give these chosen ones any money. So they don't talk. So these people mixing gang stalking and religion, gang stalking and spirituality with the chosen one and all this other bullshit, they're lying to you. But I want to ask these chosen ones a real question. Is this man a chosen one? Let's get into it. See, I told you my internet's slow.
Now we want to bring you today's original with in-depth reporting on a topic we've been keeping an eye on. Tonight, we bring you to Alabama and a story producer Abby Brooks and I have been working on for months. It's there that a man is set to be executed in January by nitrogen gas. The state would become the first in the country to attempt a scheduled execution this way, as the U.S. grapples with a shortage of lethal injection drugs. This man, Kenneth Smith, has been in prison for decades for
So is he a chosen one? Is he a chosen one destined for greatness with the power of God? Is he a chosen one? Who's the chosen one in this situation? This dude survived a botched execution. And they can't do the original execution all over again, the same lethal injection execution all over again, because they're running low on that type of chemicals. So they're gonna try to gas him, like they're gonna try to gas this man. And yeah, I was just wondering who's the chosen one in this situation. This dude is being used as a guinea pig. Okay, so who's the chosen one in this situation? I'm trying to figure it out.
1988 murder. And here's the thing, he already survived a botched execution attempt last year. But while Alabama is intent on using nitrogen gas to execute Smith, some details of the protocol are still unknown. We want to warn you, you may find some details of this report disturbing. Kenneth Smith has lived behind the walls of William C. Holman Correctional Facility for more than 30 years. Next year, he's scheduled to die there, as Alabama attempts to execute him with a method that's never been used before.
The fact that they've got me lined up to be the first with gas is really terrifying.
It's called nitrogen hypoxia, meaning Smith would breathe nitrogen until he dies. The date is set.
Now you hear those noise violations? The stopping and stepping? Okay.
At January 25th, but the details surrounding the method are shrouded in mystery. The only information revealed in a heavily redacted protocol issued by the state, medical and legal experts calling that protocol into question.
What is not at all clear is how exactly the Alabama Department of Corrections intends to deliver this pure nitrogen. If the nitrogen is mixed with any amount of oxygen, any amount of air, then it will take longer for the nitrogen to cause death, or it may never cause death.
The stakes are life and death for Smith, and high for Alabama as well. All eyes will be on the state after they failed to execute 2 men via lethal injection last year.
We are here to confront the narrative that everything is okay.
Smith was one of those men. He recounted a conversation with an execution official to NBC News.
After the execution was over with, I was still strapped to the curtain. He tells me that, you got to go. Lethal injections was like, he said it's painless. I mean, I wish I'd been in my right mind so I could have told him, this is a little painless to you.
He says immediately following his failed execution, there was already talk about this second attempt.
Then he tells me, hey, that gas suffocation, nobody knows what that's going to do.
Also watching anxiously, the family of Smith's victim, Elizabeth Sennett. Smith, along with 2 other men, were hired by her husband, a pastor, in 1988 to kill her in a staged burglary gone wrong. Her son, Michael, drove hours to Holman in 2022, expecting to see justice served. Instead, Smith survived.
To go down there and wait all day.
Okay, so who's the chosen one situation? Who the chosen one? I'm trying to figure it out. Who's the chosen one? Where the chosen one at? Okay.
And fail again, I would be angry.
Can you describe where that anger would come from?
Well, it's had 35 years to build up. He's been in jail twice as long as I knew my mom. We're going to be able to move on with our life, but yet another family is losing a part of their family. So it's kind of bittersweet.
They're going to try a brand new method with the second attempt. Are you confident?
Did she just do a tongue thing? Hold on.
I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic.
Are you confident it's going to work?
I'm hopeful.
Attempt. Are you confident
Yeah,
it's going to work?
She stick her tongue out a little bit.
I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic.
With more questions than answers about the nitrogen protocol, medical experts are less optimistic. Court filings from the Alabama Department of Corrections show the state plans to use a mask with a 5-point strapping system to deliver the nitrogen to Smith.
It has to be perfectly airtight.
Medical experts for Smith's legal team argue in court filings if the mask doesn't fit, the execution could fail again, leaving Smith in a permanent vegetative state. Also a concern, the safety of others, including correctional officers in the room. Nitrogen can be incredibly dangerous. A leak killed 6 in a poultry plant accident in 2021.
Nitrogen gas is odorless and colorless, so there's no way to know if it's leaking.
Smith's spiritual advisor, who will be in the execution chamber with him, had to sign a waiver acknowledging he could be exposed to harm too.
If a nitrogen leak were to happen in the execution chamber, who will be there? What is the emergency procedure if I collapse?
The Alabama Department of Corrections declined to comment to NBC News. Oklahoma and Mississippi have also legalized execution by nitrogen, but have yet to try it, which means the method could be adopted by other states if Alabama is successful in
You see, that's what I was trying. That's what I was thinking. I think they botched this man's execution so that he could be the little guinea pig to try this shit out. Now, there is no chosen one. Period. There is no such thing as a chosen one. When it comes to this gang stalking, you're not a chosen one. You're nothing special. A lot of people were trying to warn people going on YouTube and looking up gang stalking videos because they are real was real victims of gang stalking, and these real victims of gang stalking were trying to look for information, look for confirmation that what they were experiencing is real and it happened to other people. And they ran into the spiritual religious bullshit. Oh, you got special DNA, that's why they're targeting you. Oh, you got a special phenotype. Oh, you are chosen by God even though you're an atheist or you a Muslim or you a Hindu or whatever. You don't believe in the Christian God, but you got a whole bunch of these fake ass Christians talking about their version of Christianity, which it wasn't. These people wasn't Christian to begin with. They were just actors just putting videos on YouTube. But that's what was going on YouTube. That type of psychological operation campaign was going on YouTube because this gang stalking shit is illegal. It's illegal and unconstitutional and a violation of human rights. You did not ask to be hit with direct energy weapons and mind control. There was no waiver that you signed. You're not going to get any type of reward for being in these people's experiments, but they're going to hit you with it anyway. We'll see if I can't find that one clip about this one MK Ultra type of experiment when they had a whole bunch of prostitutes and they were using the Johns who hired a prostitute for, you know what they do. That was an experiment. I think it was Operation Midnight. And they were talking about using people who could expose it. Nobody would believe them anyway. Okay? So that's what they're doing. I wish I could find that clip, but my old computer got fucked up. I wish I could find that clip. But hold on, let me see if I can find it. Get noise violations. Extra loud on purpose, yes, okay. This has been going on for years, and we're going to see if we can stop it in 2024.
Pharmaceutical factories. The mission cornered the market on the world's supply of a powerful new psychoactive drug.
The CIA was scared stiff the KGB was going to get all this LSD and come over and start dosing people. So we bought every drop of LSD in existence at that point.
The CIA has just authorized the purchase of 10 kilograms of pure LSD-25, enough to dose more than half the population of the United States.
They gave it to George White and let George start dosing people.
George Hunter White, a larger-than-life undercover federal narcotics agent. Unbeknownst to his supervisors, White also works for the CIA. His job, to conduct experiments for an operation called Midnight Climax.
George had a CIA safe house stocked with booze. George would sit behind this one-way mirror, drinking martinis, sitting on a portable toilet. If he had to take a leak, he didn't want to get up and leave.
White pays prostitutes to lure their clients to the agency's safe house.
Hookers who would bring these suckers back to the apartment and dose them with pure LSD-25.
This is where I have my effect. In the mind.
This is lysergic acid diethylamide, better known as acid. The powerful drug was first synthesized in 1938 in Switzerland. With a dose of mere micrograms, the mind becomes confused. Perception is distorted.
We're the chosen one at.
Called into question. The results can be euphoric bliss or deadly panic.
So I just experienced computer crashes. Was amazing. That's the first time, even on the slow computer, having this computer just crash on you. But it was twice in a row, so it was good timestamp. So like I said before, you have to be careful of the psychological operation campaigns against you and against other real gang stalking victims. Again, these chosen ones, these people mixing gang stalking with tarot cards, religion, spirituality, and mixing gang stalking with the supernatural, mixing gang stalking with the paranormal, mixing gang stalking with the matrix and karma. All that shit is bullshit. It's all bullshit. Like I said before, these gang stalkers and the people who were working with these gang stalkers, like I swear to God, I'm gonna prove it with that Terry Joe Jr. video that I'm working on, that somebody's working with somebody who's working with Terry Joe Jr. to constantly promote his videos and keep his videos in the YouTube algorithm. Even though he doesn't really talk about gang stalking, he's doing a limited hangout, which is another version of a psychological operation campaign. But these gang stalkers don't want to get caught, just like what happened with MK Ultra, MK Delta, MK Naomi, Project Operation Monarch, or Project Monarch, okay, the Phoenix program. These people are going to do a whole bunch of horrible, I'm getting hit right here. These people are going to do a whole bunch of horrible stuff to you. They're going to try to do it too. If not, they're going to be successful at it. And they don't want you gathering defenses against the stuff that they're going to do to you. Like I said, this gang stalking chosen one, you can just look on it. None of these people are actually talking about real gang stalking. They may talk about, oh, they're staring at me. Yeah, well, what else are they doing to you? And you know, they don't even have cameras of these people staring at them. There's no camera footage of these people staring at them though. But they claim to be stared at. I mean, if you got some money, you can afford, if you're not on EBT and Section 8 like I am, you can afford to buy spy glasses and catch these people just staring at you like they're crazy. But you know what? They don't. And they never do. And they never will get a spy camera to catch the people that's staring at them crazy. Because most of these chosen one people, most of these people mixing gang stalking with religion, gang stalking with spirituality, most of these people mixing gang stalking with karma, the matrix, and all the other bullshit, paranormal, mixing gang stalking with the paranormal and supernatural, they're not real gang stalking victims. These people are not gang stalking victims, but they're probably gang stalkers themselves, or they're grifters trying to make money grifting off of the gang stalking victim movement. Like I said before, this is long-winded, but the reason why they're all doing this stuff to you is, if you are a real gang stalking victim, they want you to believe that you're special, that you're a chosen one, so you don't gather evidence against your gang stalkers to prove to the world that there are people after you, there are people gang stalking you. They don't want you to prove that. They don't want you to get your cameras and prove that, okay? If your family, your friends, and your potential allies trying to figure out what gang stalking is, because you keep saying that you're a gang stalking victim, so your friends, your family, and your potential allies try to Google what gang stalking actually is, guess what? They ain't gonna come to this right here. They gonna find Popular Mechanics magazine, psychoelectronic weapons effects. They ain't gonna find this. And like I said, as a real gang stalking victim, this is like 80 to 85% of the stuff that I experienced over the decade. It's right here, right here. They're not gonna find Mark Dice's video talking about gang stalking and psychotronic weaponry. Okay. Hold on. See this is how slow my computer is. See, I press stop and it still goes on. And see, they're not gonna find Mark Dice. Now, Mark Dice mentions gang stalking, not verbally, but he shows the gang stalking is real.
Psychological operations, PSYOPs, or as the government likes to call them now, military information support operations, are a very real part of war.
And he goes into the psychotronic weaponries in this video. Then you got Greg Reese. I'm going to scroll down all the way down here. And Greg Reese talks about targeted individuals. There it is right there. That's gang stalking right there. Now in this video, he doesn't talk about the direct energy weapons and the mind control technology that's a part of gang stalking, but he mentions the street leader harassment campaigns and other types of campaigns that you as a real gang stalking victim might experience. Okay, but you see, these chosen ones and the rest of these fake ass gang stalking victims, they want to make money off of you. So the thing is, they can't talk about the science and the law of gang stalking. No, because if these fake chosen one, fake gang stalking victim Christians talk about the law and the science of gang stalking and the technologies that they're going to use against you as a real gang stalking victim, you, a real gang stalking victim, won't give these chosen one and these fake ass Christians and these fake ass gang stalking victims money. You're going to buy cameras. You are going to buy, if you got money, you're going to buy a tri-field meter. If you really got money, you can get a spectrum analyzer. But these people doing this chosen one shit, they're not going to bring up that because they want your money. If they can bring up Jesus and they can bring up spirituality and all this other bullshit and put it in a positive light, then but you probably give them the money. And then your friends, your potential allies, and your family members look at them, and then they look at these videos and say, "Oh, that's a chosen one. That's not real. That's not real." And then they look at you and they look at me as real gang stalking victims as crazy, and we're not crazy. So, like I said before, I don't want this computer to crash, so I gotta be careful. So, like I said before, just be careful. You gotta learn about psychological operation campaign. Is most of the people on this page, and this is the filter, the relevant filter under gang stalking. These people are fake, phony, and false. Most of them are. But you see, you got the tarot card readers. That's not real gang stalking. None of these motherfuckers got the little cards out talking about. You see these cards? These light seers, these spiritual teachers, these earth angels. No, these people are fake, phony, and false. That's nothing real. That's spiritual shit. That had nothing to do with gang stalking. That had nothing to do with gang stalking. See, be careful. You might see some weird stuff like this dude right here. Look at his videos on his own channel. You see that spirituality shit comes up. Chances are he ain't gonna talk about real gang stalking. Hell no. This dude was making fun of gang stalking victims. Okay, so just be careful. You watch out for these clone accounts. So Carl has 4 clone accounts, and he doesn't show real gang stalking tactics at all. He just walking around and just filming people. I did so many videos about Dane. He don't talk about real gang stalking. He's one of those chosen one people, but he tries to hide it. Anybody talk about some chosen ones, psychic abilities, spirituality? No, that's not a real gang stalking victim. It's not a real gang stalking victim. See, I see another clone Carl account. See, here's my video right here. Now, I have to repost this video, but I want you to look at it. Not only I do a protest at the Santa Monica Pier almost every single weekend for 3.5 years, but this is my section right here. Come on. Let's go to my... You see this? Hold on. I gotta fix the screen. What's going on here? But you see this? You see all these videos? These are real videos that you can show to your family, your friends, and your potential allies if you ever get in trouble. You got so many FBI doctors, lawyers, scientists, engineers right here that prove that gang stalking is real, that community mobbing is real, workplace mobbing is real. Right there. I'll put it right, and it's free for everybody, of course. I'll put more information that I can online. All right, peace. You guys have a good day. Andre, I had to get ready to go to the Santa Monica Pier this weekend. But this video will be deleted right here and reposted later on this weekend. I love you guys. You guys have a good day. Peace.
Scandal, 60 minutes.
See, the computer's slow.